Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, February 24th, 2025, 3:30 in the afternoon. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to be consistent, profitable currency traders, and we do that by teaching them how to trade with our proprietary trading indicators that are simple and very, very accurate. And the purpose of this session is to give you a demonstration of how simple and accurate they are. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. I'm going to show you one, the one that I principally like to trade with. When we train people, we generally customize the trade plan based around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. And we are so confident in how well our indicators work and our ability to train you to use them that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for everybody. So with that, let us, we need to listen to this guy, and then we can see what the market has.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the things we teach with a number of different tools. We've got the pre-recorded training videos. We've got a very well-defined curriculum that goes through what you need to know. Because there is a lot of information out there, and it's really hard to kind of figure out what's good, what's bad, and what's ugly. We've got group training sessions, and we have these live trade sessions. This one this afternoon, and then we've got one on Tuesday and Thursday morning that I do. Every afternoon at around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup, which is using a different strategy. When you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a trade. Every evening at 6 p.m. we do a trade. And we also have trade pattern alerts that during the day as trades come up, we send you an alert that the signal's there and tell you to take a look at it and copy it. I like to see how bad my memory is. I like to work off of a checklist. It helps me make sure I'm not forgetting everything. Every day I start, I refresh my green chart, picks up any updates, and kind of clears out the memory. In fact, my computer's been going a little slow here, so I'm going to probably reboot it tonight so that it's kind of back up to speed. Very important task, review. At the end of the day, review the trades that didn't go the way you wanted and figure out why. With our simulator, you can go back to a specific time and take a look at exactly what the charts were telling you, and it helps us identify what you might have, what mistake you might have made. Now, sometimes you can do everything right and it still go wrong, but more often than not, you will find something that you did wrong. I think last week we had a couple trades that didn't do exactly what we wanted, where we basically broke even, but we went back and took a look and we could see, I bent the rules a little bit, and you can see how, what happened when I bent the rules. We didn't get what we were looking for. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action versus fundamental traders who are trading on the news. But we still want to know what the news is so that we can kind of trade around it. And I found the best place to find that news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, I ignore those. Orange is medium impact. I ignore those also. Some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. I trade around the red items. And right now, we have no red items coming up. So we've got kind of clear sailing. So with that, let's take a look at what we have today. The trade I'm going to do is something called the 10-point trade signal. I take it off of a 1-hour chart, but you could trade it off of any time frame, 30 minutes and up. On a 1-hour chart, trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And you'll see my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips in and out within an hour, that is terrific. And you'll see today I took, 2 of the trades I took were for about 11 pips each. And then one of the trades was from the trade pattern alert. They don't quite go for as many pips, or most of the time they don't go for as many pips, but it's still a winning trade. The chart I'm going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, the first chart is all US-based pairs. And I start with the middle section of the chart. And the strategy is basically that we want lines from all 3 sections to be going in the same direction. And if I get 7+ lines doing that, and lines from all 3 sections doing that, I've got a good trade set up. So this middle section of the chart, we call that the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where we are, say, oversold and all the lines are going up. I want to get this ride through the channel, and then you see on the candles, we got 16 pips over 2 hours. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to get that ride. We're either down here, everybody going up, or up here, everybody going down, and I want to get this ride. So right now we're kind of in the middle of the channel on the Australian US dollar. Everybody is going down. Generally, I do not take a trade when the green line on the major indicator is past the halfway mark. So we are past the halfway mark. I'm also not crazy about, I prefer the lines to have gotten fully extended before the turn. But you can see here's a situation where they weren't fully extended. It turned, and there was a big down move. So I don't have what I want here. If I don't have what I want here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. Euro USD. Everybody's going down. We were overbought. Everybody's going down, but we're more than halfway. So I'm going to pass. Pound USD touched overbought. Everybody's going down more than halfway. I'm going to pass. Dollar Canadian dollar. We are just reaching overbought. Everybody's still going up rather steeply. Here's a case where you could have caught it down here. You could have caught it before it was halfway, and then you can see it went from steep to more steep, and then you get this big run up. Dollar Swiss franc. We are just about halfway. This is actually not a bad signal. Oversold. That's 1 point I'm looking for. All the lines are going up. That's 2 points I'm looking for. Third point is I want the green line above the red line and the gray line above the black line. I call it the double cross. I've got that. And then the fourth thing I'm looking for is what's the steepness on the green line? And I want it better than 45 degrees. This is almost 80 degrees here. So, so I've got all four here. A plus is that all the lines are clustered. The majors and minors are all like right next to each other. That's a plus. Only negative is that we're just over the halfway line, but this is close enough to the halfway where I would consider it. Once I have what I want here, I jump up to the TNTs and I count how many lines are supporting the buy signal that I'm seeing here. The two orange lines, the thick orange and the thin orange, are both going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes down, that means buy. So thick blue is coming down. So I've got 3 of the 4 telling me buy. I want at least 3 of the 4 telling me buy. And then I want pressure either going up, these lines going up, or I want the green line on top. So I do have the green line on top. And I've got a plus here because the green line is actually kind of horizontal. So they're not both going down, and it's pulling away from the red line. So I like all of that. Now, my only issue is in Switzerland, 6 hours from now, so it's 10 at night. So there's not much trading going on in Switzerland. And it's the end of the day here in the U.S. The new trading day starts at 5 p.m. And between 5 and 6, the brokers increase the spreads. So there's not much trading that goes on. So, the thought is, can I get this move in less than an hour? Because otherwise I'm going to have to wait till 6 o'clock for the move. And then at 6 o'clock, traders on the East Coast aren't trading, and the West Coast are, they're sitting on the beach somewhere. So I really want one of these to be like daytime trading, and we're at the end of the USD day and Swiss franc is gone. So I'm going to pass on this for now and see if we've got something else that is more interesting. But I will write it down. We can come back to it and see Swiss franc buy. Dollar yen overbought, and we have disagreement. Majors are still going up. Minors have started to turn, so nothing there. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got 6 more pairs that are non USD. So euro pound. We don't have everybody going in the same direction. Majors are coming down. Minors are sideways. Australian dollar yen. It's approaching morning in both of these markets. So overbought. Everybody's coming down. The red line's on top and the black line's on top. That's 3. And 4, we've got the green line better than 45 degrees. So 4 points here. 2 orange lines, thin orange and thick orange, are going down. And each of these are capturing the rate of change at different speeds. Thick blue going up, telling me sell. Dotted blue is going down, though. Dotted blue is going down. You can't quite see it, but it's going down there. So 3 of the 4, which is what I want. And I've got very weak down pressure. Both lines, the green line and the red line, are going down. So let us, when I have, 1 point here, 4 points here, 3 points here, so I got 8 points. When I have 8 points, what I want to do is verify or confirm, and I confirm by what was that? AUD, JPY, AUD, JPY. By looking at what's going on the 2-hour and the 4-hour chart. So this is what we were just looking at, the 1-hour chart. So this is showing me just the Australian dollar yen, but it's showing me different time periods. And what makes a different time period is how much information's in the candle. So this candle has 2 hours worth of information. This candle has 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 1 day. Ideally, what I want to see is I want this overbought. I want the majors up here. And on the 4-hour, I want the majors up here. They don't have to be going down, but I want them overbought. And the reason I want them overbought is there's less of a chance of us getting stopped out. If this signal weakens, will eventually go down. It just may take longer for it to happen. But here in the middle, it can go both ways. It can turn and go back up. When it's up here and it turns and goes back up, there's less of a chance it's going to move that far back. So I'm not really liking we did this last week and we got burned with it where it had turned in the middle, but it hadn't gotten ups. It hadn't. It wasn't overbought. Now I would consider making an exception. This is coming down. This is coming down, but this isn't coming down. If all of these were going down, I might reconsider this. But for right now, I'm going to pass. We'll see. Let's see what else we have. See if we can find something better. Euro Canadian overbought going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Interesting. Australian dollar here is in the first place, and this is going up. Australian dollars here in the first place, it's going down. But we're more than halfway. So I'm going to pass. Pound yen, overbought but sideways. Euro Australian dollar, overbought. We don't have agreement. So I've got another 6 pairs. Canadian dollar yen. We touched overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Terrific steepness on the green line. Only negative here is we're a little more than halfway. 2 orange lines coming down. Thick blue coming up. So 3 of the 4 here. Down pressure with green on top. So 1 point here. It's weak down pressure. Let's just see what our confirmation looks like. Canadian dollar, what was it? Shoot. See how crummy my memory is? Canadian dollar yen. CAD JPY. What? AUD JPY. Looks pretty similar. Only thing here, those look almost exactly the same. Again, this isn't overbought. This isn't overbought. I want both of these up here. But it's a possibility. Again, let's see what else we got. Euro New Zealand dollar overbought going up. Pound New Zealand dollar going up. New Zealand dollar yen. Overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. 2 orange lines going down, thick blue going up. So 3 of the 4, weak down pressure. So let's NZD JPY. NZD JPY. This is a little better. Very similar on all these JPYs. They almost look identical. Still don't have exactly what I want, so let's keep looking. Gold, overbought. We don't have agreement. Euro Swiss franc, oversold. We don't have agreement. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought going up. Swiss franc, yen. Overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross. Steepness is just 45 degrees. 2 oranges going down, thick blue coming up, so 3 of the 4. But we've got up pressure with green on top. So I want either down pressure or the red on top, so nothing there. Euro yen, overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, red on top, black on top, good steepness on the green line. 3 of the 4, 2 orange lines coming down, thick blue coming up. Ooh. Sideways pressure, sideways pressure. Sideways generally isn't good enough, but just let's take a look. Euro JPY. All right, this one's touching overbought, but this one isn't. So we don't have what we want there. Pound Australian dollar overbought going up. New Zealand dollar Swiss franc coming down. Canadian dollar Swiss franc coming down. So let's go back to let's just take one more look at these guys. So we looked at the USD. Did we look at the USD JPY? See? Oh, this was the end of the day. USD Swiss franc. No, we don't have the confirmation, so we're not going to do that one. AUD JPY. CAD JPY. This one's too far gone now. NZD JPY. NZD JPY versus AUD JPY. Well, let's just, for the heck of it, take a look at the clean chart. I'm still not convinced, but I'm going to just do a little bit more. I'm going to use the AUD because it trades. There's more volume on it than on the NZD. And on the NZD, there's usually like a bigger spread. So I'm going to crunch up the chart. So right now, we kind of have a downtrend, and we're taking a sell, so that's okay. I want to drop some support and resistance in here. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see they kind of stopped in here, over here, over here, over here. And this becomes my trading range. 94.75 to 95. That's a little much. Let's see. I crunch up the chart to get more data points, but it really hasn't traded down here that much. So let's go to here and see if we just see anything that makes it look a little. And this becomes the boundaries from which I trade within. So kind of right in here, it seems to be stopping. In here, it stopped. In here, it stops. And then let's make this even a little bigger and see how much room we have from where we're at to where this line is. So that is 22 pips down and 24 pips up. And 11 pips. Yeah, we don't have what I want here, so we're going to pass. So I'm sorry, guys, no trade tonight. I just don't like it enough to take the trade, and sometimes the best trade you take is the trade that you don't take. I'd rather just wait for the setup that I want, because you only need a couple trades a day to make very, very good money at this. And the patterns line up the way that you need them, and the key is just being able to recognize that and take the trade. And we're so confident that when those patterns set up and you see it, you can make money, that we're willing to let you trade with our money and split what you make. And our trading money is optimized when we have a bunch of individual traders who are all trying to maximize their profit by executing what we've taught them. We will do this again tomorrow morning at 6:30, and tomorrow morning at 6:30. It looked like there's no news events coming out tomorrow, so we've got kind of clear say. We'll be able to trade on the USD. In just a few minutes, I will be sending out the overnight trade setup, so look for that email. Thanks so much for joining me. If you've got questions, get on my calendar, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, and we'll talk. That's the best way to get a hold of me. All right, thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.